Okay, Gemini, your future spouse initials could start with P, Q, R, S, or T, their first, middle, last initials. That just wants to be added. Or those letters are somewhere in your future spouse's first, middle, or last initials. Your future spouse is definitely somebody who is always growing. This person is someone who's always evolving. They're always changing for the better. So they're definitely going to want to grow and evolve with you as well. This is somebody who's always expanding their mind as well. This person could be open-minded. Where they're always just in this growing, like whether mentally, physically, emotionally, they're just always growing, elevating in some type of way. Your future spouse is somebody who could be an overthinker. They could think a lot. This person gonna always be in their head, stuck in their mind in some type of way. This is somebody who likes to play the lottery. They like to go to the casino. This is the type of person that this is actually a lucky person, I want to say as well too. They bring a lot of luck into their life. Luck is all around them. Just being in their presence, you get lucky, because something about them being a lucky person. And for some, your future spouse literally will be the type to play the lottery often or go to the casino. They could like doing that. Your future spouse could like black cats, or they could like cats in general. They could have a black cat. They're going to have a black cat, or they're going to want to get a black cat specifically. This person could also be really mysterious. Your future spouse is mysterious. You're going to have a hard time trying to figure this person out, okay? This person also gives prissy vibes. So your future spouse may just be prissy, bougie, man or woman. They're going to be prissy, bougie, whatever the case is. But heavy on this person being somebody that you're not going to be able to figure out like that. They come off very mysterious. They can even be secretive. And that doesn't always have to be in a bad way, but they're just secretive about what they got going on. Yeah, it's something about your future spouse is sneaky, or you're not going to be able to see them coming. That's like, as in, that's just the type of person they are. Like, this is the type of person you don't see them coming. And it's like when they creep up, it's like when they pop up, they just pop up. Like, because they are very strategic. That's what it could be. Your person may be very strategic as well. Like, in a way where this type of person, they'll just pop out with some good shit going on. Like, they got something good happening. But I'm saying, you ain't gonna see it till they pop out. This type of person, you don't see this person coming. Let's just say your person be having stuff up their sleeve. Even when they're like bossing up or they got something planned, you don't see this person coming. I hope y'all get what I'm trying to say. Your future spouse could have tattoos. They could also be very artistic, I want to say. Expressive in a way. But I'm also getting this person is a permanent type of person. They like long-term investments rather than short-term investments or gratification. So like when it comes to you, they're going to want to be in it for the long haul. This person likes to test people. So your future spouse is definitely going to test you a lot, just to either see how you feel about them even. Or, they're just going to be the type to test you. Try and gauge your reaction. They could test people in general. They want to see how far your loyalty goes. Or, what's your thought process as a way to pick your mind, I want to say as well, too. Something about, because, air signs, you guys are already considered to be very intellectual. But I want to see something about your future spouse is going to be very intellectual themselves, too. Our future spouse is also Gemini, somebody who is practical. This person, I feel like this person thinks with their mind. They don't think with their heart. or like their dingling. Man or woman, and vice versa. But this person is gonna think with their mind, think with logic, act on logic rather than what is it, emotions or their dingling. Your future spouse is definitely somebody who is spiritual. They believe that they have angels, spirit guides, ancestors. They believe that there's some type of higher power. But I want to say spiritually wise person. I don't know what their religion is, but it's like they just give off spiritual vibes because they believe in like angels, again, ancestors and spirit guides and things like that. So that lets me know this person could be spiritual. And I say that because your future spouse is going to be the type of person, they're going to point out angel numbers. Like you're going to, like when they're around you, you'll hear them point out. Your future spouse could be somebody who stutter low key, or they kind of trip up a little bit while they talking. Cause they don't gotta be the extreme of like stuttering, but I am getting that they either stutter or they like trip over their words. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Shoot, sometimes them be the smartest people for real. Okay, but anyway, I was saying this type of person, they're gonna point out angel numbers when they're around you. They're gonna be like, oh, it's 333 222 on the clock, or look at the clock, it's 11:11. Oh, you see the time, it's 5:55, something like that. This is something. These are like the type of ways that you're gonna realize that they could be spiritual or something, because they're gonna be heavily pay attention to synchronicities and signs around them. And in their terms, we're talking about angel numbers. So they'll see like numbers and you'll hear them. Like you could just hear that this person is big on stuff like that. And that's what lets me know your person is going to be spiritual. Or they're very intuitive as well too, because clearly they pay attention to, again, the signs and synchronicities around them. What else? Spirit just wants to say the initials FGHIJ is also significant. Could be your person's first, middle, last initials. Your future spouse's first, middle, last initials, or letters in their name. Also, these letters I called out could also be the initials to your first, middle, last name, or your or letters in your name. And that's how you know, double confirmation that this message is for you. Take it how it resonates. These also could be where this person is from as well too, like where your person resides. These could be states as well too. I forgot to mention that in the other damn readings. It be so many messages coming through, y'all. Like it be so hard to like make it make sense because it be so many messages. Your future spouse may just be somebody who's bitter. They could what I'm getting with this your future spouse could be somebody who has a hard time forgiving people, because they could be a little bitter or sour from like past situations. So your future spouse may just be somebody who's a little bitter about how they were treated by others in the past, or their past life situations they had to go through, and it's like made them bitter. So I want to say your person, somebody who has a hard time forgiving or forgetting and letting go of things. In other words, they may be resentful. So that is something to know about your future spouse. Your future spouse may also like sour stuff. They could like sour straws, things with like the candy with like, sour straw candies. Candies with like sugar, with all that sugar on them, and they be long, different colors. Yes, heavy on your person being a religious person, or heavy in their religion or whoever they pray to. This person is somebody who has faith as well. Your future spouse is somebody who believes in the unknown, or the things that they can't see. Faith in themselves. This person is just a person who believes in faith. This is a person of faith. That is their character. This could also be a faithful person as well, but it's something about your person heavy in their religion and them having faith, believing in the signs, synchronicities, the things that are unknown. But this person is somebody who walks by faith, I want to say. So your person could also go to church, or They could even have, like I said, like I always say, you don't gotta be you know, the worst people be in church sometimes. So even if they're not in church, this person, I was just saying, you know, people always think it got to be church, but this person could just be in their own home and they find time, you know, to pray, to talk to God or whoever they believe in again. So whatever this person's religion is, I'm picking up spirituality, but you know, in a higher power, God, but it could be anything. But regardless, they are faithful to their religion. I feel like this person is faithful in general, which means they're going to be faithful. They could be faithful to any and everything that is worth being faithful to. Your future spouse is definitely somebody who is a good cook. If not that, they're an actual chef. They could cook for work, work in the food industry, but heavy on them being a cook. I feel like this person's the type that's going to be in the kitchen whipping up some good meals. Yeah, your person's food is going to be like so good. I'm getting like your person's going to cook so good, or their food is going to be good in some type of way to the point you would think that they're a chef or something. I'm also getting your future spouse could just like to eat a lot. That's also on the paper. Your future spouse is going to like to eat. So you better either be cooking or buying something good out, because this person is going to want to eat. They're going to love to eat. They may even take you out to eat or cook for you because something about them loving to eat. Your future spouse could definitely have Taurus in their charts, okay? Whether it's in their big three, sun, moon, or rising, or an important placement with this person liking to eat the way they do. Okay, because I have Taurus in my chart myself, and everybody know that Tauruses, we love to eat. That is like one of our favorite pleasures of life, I want to say. Something about your future spouse as well could be going through a test as well. When you meet this person, they could be being tested, like I want to say, like by the universe, by, you know, in life in general. Life could be testing them. They could be going through some type of test, you know. And that's why I said something about this person being really religious. They're the type to walk by faith even in the midst of, you know, being tested, you know, being tested by life. Somebody who pushes through. So your future spouse is definitely somebody with perseverance and has faith and walk by faith, not by sight type of person. I'm really picking it up. So your person really believes there is a God, and that even if he is not something you can see, they just know that there is a higher power. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for Gemini. These are a little bit of traits of your future spouse. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you on the next one.